We did it. We opened the Samsung Note 10 finally. You know, you cannot start this phone without putting a SIM card in it. I had to go down to the shop. You believe in that? You believe in that? How's it handling the sun? Why am I doing this in the middle of the street? There's a sidewalk right there. So we're gonna test out this camera today, check out all the different functions, live view, focus, blur the background in video. We'll try that and all the weird modes it has, and we'll pit it against its rival, the biggest rival this world has ever known, the iPhone 11 Pro. Which lens do I look at? There's 3, god damn it. God damn it, I have to guess. Cross my eyes.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So one immediate flaw that I'm noticing, since the Samsung screen goes right to the edge and kind of folds around it, as I'm holding it, that can press a focus button to focus on like that area, whatever that is. So I don't know if I just pressed it and then it loses me, or if it even has autofocus. Does it even, how you doing? How you doing? How's the stabilization? I noticed the skin tones are just so shit on smartphones. It's so dumb. It makes my face red. I'm a happy Mexican married man in the mountains. I have a pet donkey. His name's Wilbur. It's so weird. It's like skin smoothing and reddening. The HDR effect is freaky. And don't get me started when I switch hands and now we're upside down and I gotta flip it. That's fun times. Post. Alright, now we're trying the front-facing camera, just for the heck of it. How you doing? I can see myself. That's distracting. How does it handle bright sunlight? I can see the lens, at least on this one. On the iPhone, I'm looking, I'm like, which part do I look at? That is it, right? I'm looking at you. What are you eating? Coffee, again. Oh my god. You know that's not good for your liver. I told you that. Okay, now we're blurring the background. Are you believing it? Does my hand blur? It just keeps me. That's really weird. You're weird, Samsung. Is it working? Oh my god, we're on a full frame camera. There's levels of blur. Oh, the car, what's it gonna do? It blurs it. There are some it just looks weird. Oh my god, that's weird. Okay, I'll turn up the blur. We're on a Micro Four Loser sensor right now. It's only slightly blurry. Watch this. So you can get straight up stupid with it. What the hell is this? Things just appear around me. Oh, this is not right. This is not right. Samsung, why does this mode exist? Oh, this is weird. If you don't move much, no, this is too much. Even this is too much. You have to go one notch lower than this. We'll do that. This is the only mode that's somewhat usable. It's just one notch above the minimalist no blur. It's somewhat decent. I'll have to see what it looks like on an actual computer, because screens are always deceptive. And we're on the front-facing camera still, so I could see this. Let's switch it to the back one, see if it still does it. Is it blurring it? I can't see anymore. I have to use a car mirror. It's not working. I can hardly see it. I can't tell if it's blurring the background. Was he blurry? No? Okay, I turned the blur way up to the freaky one. But again, I can't tell. If I just hold up to a car. I'm not trying to steal your car, buddy. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I can't see a damn thing. I can't tell if the background's blurry or not. Are we on a full frame camera? Is this good times or bad times? Now here's the black and white mode. I wish I could see. It's so much better on the front facing one. Let's do all these tests on the fronter. Okay, we're back on the front facing camera just so I can actually see these effects. We're on the black and white effect. I'm not black and white, but the world is. Oh, I'm in a movie. I'm in a movie. Is that all you saw color? No. No. Piece of shit. So does that mode work on the rear facing camera with the wide angle? Does it look... Why would anybody do this? It would be better if I was in black and white and the world of color was still as it was. You know what I mean? And here's this mode for some reason while the truck backs into my life. What is this for? Look at the blur. It like works. It's like a real camera. It's actually better than any dual pixel. I think this is the full frame camera that we've all needed. So far, I'm having a lot more fun testing the Samsung than the iPhone, at least. The audio I'm worried about though, it's a little windy. What are the audio solutions? What are they supposed to do? Comparing now to the iPhone, I'll do a little side by side in the park, but one thing I noticed, I wanted to do some slow-mo on the Note. You can't zoom in where you can on the iPhone. You can use all free cameras in slow-mo. Bring them on in there. Best friends for life. Who said Apple and Samsung couldn't get along? They can. We're all in this together. So who has the better stabilization? Oh my god. And what's the more pleasing image as I go from sunlight to shadow in a second? We'll handle that better. Let's backlight this bitch. Who is more HDR ready? Interesting. I want to test the Samsung in live view versus the iPhone. They can't even do that. You can't even do it. And now we got the Samsung with a slightly blurry background. The iPhone wishing he could keep up, but he's not allowed. He's not allowed at the big boy party. Not this time. There's alcohol here. Someone spiked the punch, that's all I know. So Apple, without the live view, what a loser you are. Seeing everything. Is my knuckle in the shot? I swear to God it's in the shot. Versus the Samsung, I should be in the same lighting direction. Slightly blurry light, rule of thirds. Am I nailing it? How you doing? So I just watched all that footage. I had the HDR mode on, which I thought I wanted. You don't want that in your life. That's the worst thing. It makes your skin weird. Everything. I like the look of a full frame camera with the dynamic range where the shadows, you can see the details in the shadows. I've watched one too many bootleg movies in my day where everything's dark. I'm like, what's happening? Batman, what are you doing to that guy? But smartphone technology is not there yet. We're not there. So I turned that off. Hopefully this looks slightly more natural. And I noticed it has filters on it. It was in original. When I take that off and go into one of the special ones, it gets wider. Look how wide we are now. So I'm on the pale setting. I don't eat vegetables or go out in sunlight. I have a heart arrhythmia that I have to take care of. So a couple observations versus the iPhone. The Samsung's wide angle is so much sharper than the iPhone. When I did that comparison, it's like night and day difference. And that's what I want this camera for, the wide angle. That is so wide. How stupid is that? Rule of 19ths. I can see it in the mirror over there. We're still in it. Yeah, I could vlog like this. You get the whole world. You bring it in for a golden line vlog though. You can still do that. You get it right in there. Just right in here. This is the flattering shot. That's the money shot. It's all about safety here. Keep your camera close. It'll never let you down. But I will say this, Samsung's super steady mode doesn't work in the wide angle lens. And there's many things that don't work in that wide angle lens. All those live view focus modes switch to the tight angle. So that ruins my life. You can't do any of that fun stuff. Useless fun stuff. The black and white, it all punches in a notch. It all crops in. So does the slow motion, I notice, which I don't mind that because I'm usually trying to film squirrels and wildlife, so I need the zoom. I appreciate it. So that's unfortunate. The wide angle doesn't do a lot for us. I seriously can't believe how wide that is. That is insane. I could shake hands with another man from Japan all the way over to, I can reach Japan from here. Almost. I keep tapping the autofocus lock button because my fingers are wrapping around holding the camera. It's not even the tips of the fingers. I'm not touching it. It's just the edge. So it locks the autofocus. I think everything's in focus anyway, so it doesn't really matter. What camera am I looking at? I think that's that one. Oh, I messed up. What was I even looking at? The mic? It's pretty cool how far you can zoom in though. And you can do it, Joe. Look at you. Oh, did you just autofocus hunt? I swear to God, there better be a box on my face. I got the Mexican skin again. Habanero for you, huh? But I will say this, versus the iPhone, things just work on the Samsung. I plug it in, drop the files off, there's no weird shit. The video I made, the comparison with the iPhone and the Sony X3000, the last clip I did in here, it filmed in 26p. It wouldn't even play in my Premiere Pro. I was like, oh, why isn't it loading? And so I was like, okay, maybe I can convert it. And then I looked at it and it was like 26p. That's not even, nobody does that. It's like varying it. You can't do that. So I rendered it at 30p, thinking it was a 30p file. And then it was like going in and out of sync with the audio. So weird. So things like that might happen on the iPhone. I can't trust it. Out in the field, it's like, will I even be able to get this off the phone? And will I be able to edit it? And the Samsung had much better audio and it was much more resistant to the wind. It still got it. I don't know where the mic is, but if I can put a little wind muff thing on it, this could be a decent thing. You get a little case for it to protect it. And so you're not touching that focus, but yeah, decent little vlog camera. If I can figure out the settings, because I gotta bring shit down. When I edit a mirrorless camera, I'm boosting something. I film flat and then I raise the saturation a tiny bit and bring some vibrancy to it. But this, I have to take things down. It's the opposite. It's like everything's boosted and you can't change it on the regular app. So, where was I looking? So that's it so far. I'll test some shit out. Let me know what you want to know. Might take them back soon. I could keep this Note 10. I'm debating it. It is fun. I'll admit that. And the hyperlapse was kind of cool. It works. Pretty steady. Not bad. So we're done. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think's better? iPhone or Samsung? Or the GoPro? Or the Sony? The Sony. Do we have to bring the mirrorless rig? Son of a bitch. Can't believe how wide that is. Alright, we're done. Subscribe for more videos and I'll see you in the next one.